We all make decisions that aren't always the best. Like when you gave your ex-girlfriend your car back after she said she wouldn't do it again. Some bad choices don't hurt you too much, but others can ruin your life. And so, the key to being financially successful is to know which decisions will affect you the most and how to make them right. In this video, I'll show you 5 things that 99% of people do wrong when it comes to money. But before that, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Paying on credit versus cash. The idea that credit cards are evil is one of the biggest lies in the world of money advice today. Yes, they can cause people to spend too much, and yes, the interest rates are crazy high. But that's like saying you shouldn't drive a car because it goes fast and you might get into an accident if you do. Managing risk is a big part of life, and I think using credit cards is just another risk you should take. Why then do I think using a credit card is better than using a debit or cash? I'm glad you asked though. Simply consider the numerous advantages of using credit to make purchases, and everything will start to make sense. Want to get paid for your purchases? As a last resort, use a credit card. Use a credit card if you're tricked into making a necessary purchase. I'll use a credit card because I'll never borrow money but will need credit to do so. Let's now examine what you get for your money. An easier wallet, I'm done now. I suppose spending money is the best course of action if you want to lose weight. Even though studies suggest that it might make you spend less when you are handing over real money, there is no real benefit beyond that. Therefore, chances are that using credit cards to make purchases and enjoy all the benefits they can provide is the right financial choice for you unless you belong to a small percentage of people who become possessed by spending demons when they get their hands on a credit card. Number 2. Actively or passively investing. Imagine yourself about to compete in a 100-meter race where the winner will receive lifetime wealth. Before you kneel to set up at the blocks, someone comes over and puts a weighted vest on you. You start dead last and don't get the big prize because of your weight when the race begins. Tragic? No. Although I suppose it's not a given that it's a made-up scenario, I'm sure you can appreciate how terrifying it would be if it occurred in a situation that would affect your long-term financial stability. In other words, when you actively invest, you're putting on a weighted vest that will either impede or stop any financial growth you're trying to achieve. Let's first discuss what it means to be an active investor before I explain what I mean by this. Using a hands-on approach to investing is known as active investing. Consider Uncle Frank, who regularly buys and sells stocks that his fellow gym goers recommend to him. On the other hand, passive investing entails purchasing pre-established funds and holding them over a long time through the use of the index or mutual fund investing. Now, it should be pretty clear why Uncle Frank's active investing strategy is failing. He's uneducated. You might be wondering though, why this is not generally advised, and I'll explain why. The fact that most people don't set themselves up for success is the first problem with active investing and the reason why it can be a less than wise choice. Like Uncle Frank, they might invest based on unreliable advice. You can probably see how that could lead you astray because it's the blind leading the blind. Effective timing is necessary for active investing. You may have a 50% chance of timing your purchase correctly, but you also need to time your exit. There is only a 25% chance that you will make the right choice on both ends. As you can see, the math isn't on your side even though it appears that timing the market is fairly simple on the surface. If you use an active investing strategy, you put your sanity and transaction fees at risk. Your blood pressure and hypertension levels will increase if you emotionally invest in stocks and try to time when to buy and sell. Most investors find it to be best to invest passively and let the fund handle the work. But ultimately, this is a decision you will have to make for yourself. Number 3. Buying or renting a home. There are so many social expectations that are detrimental to young adults' mental and financial health. We need to take a step back and consider whether purchasing a home even makes sense in the modern world. I'll be the first to admit that young people are under a lot of pressure to purchase a home, even if it's not the best financial move for them individually. What determines whether a choice is good or bad now? Every one of us has different goals in life. Owning a home makes sense when a person has a secure job in a city they adore and plans to reside there for the rest of their lives. Owning a home, however, may be less practical for Luke, the globetrotter, because he is constantly seeking out new adventures in various cities and nations. However, as you think about buying or renting a home, location is just one of the factors that should cross your mind. The choice between buying and renting involves more than just money. Are you prepared to deal with broken pipes, malfunctioning air conditioners, and changing your home's decor? Or do you have favor having your living space operate like a hotel room with check-ins and check-outs? I can speak for myself when I say that at the age of 28, I had no desire to mow the lawn or shovel snow. Number 4. Investing or paying the debt. The previous year saw a significant increase in the number of new investors, and because I think more people should be in charge of their financial lives, I fully support it. Sadly, for many of these investors, focusing on investing is like patiently waiting for the light to turn green. When your car is on fire, your attention is diverted. Anybody who wants to start investing has my support, especially if they take the time to educate themselves and choose the best course of action. Sometimes though, staying still is preferable. You should consider whether you have any other financial priorities that should be attended to before investing. For instance, investing $1,000 in Tesla stock probably isn't the best course of action if you don't have even a penny set aside for emergencies. Your debt might be another financial obligation that might be worth paying off before investing. You are aware that debt can take many different forms. You might owe money on loans for school, cars, mortgages, lines of credit, or those obscene payday loans. All of these debts have unique terms and, more importantly, unique interest rates. When deciding whether to pay off your debt or invest, this interest rate is a crucial consideration. The right choice is not always clear-cut, like in many other situations in life. For instance, it makes sense to choose that option over paying off your 2% student loan if you can invest in an asset predicted to yield a 10% return. Before making an investment decision, determine whether you have any other financial responsibilities that must be satisfied first. Number 5. Paying versus learning for free. There are very few times in life when you can get something for nothing, so when you do, enjoy it. Even things that are offered for free have a price, one that is frequently concealed from the untrained eye. For instance, if you had to endure 5 taxing interviews to land a new job, you'll likely value it more than if it comes to you for free. A partner who pursued you for months will likely have your full attention. Your effort in this situation is the cost. In other words, we value and pay more attention to things that have some sort of cost. The same is true of learning. As you are already aware, education increases income. Therefore, it is crucial to comprehend the psychological effects of the tools we employ to advance financially. Fortunately or unfortunately, I am aware of how the cost of knowledge and counsel affects decision-making. I share knowledge as a creator of online content in my videos and online courses that assist people in starting businesses, managing their finances, and at a higher level, improving their financial lives. Some of the people who read my content experience incredible financial improvements, while others continue to languish in financial despair. What divides these two organizations? You guess it right, the extent of their investment. The people who pay to enroll in my course, Six Figure Tuber, where I show them how to create a YouTube channel from scratch that can bring in $100,000 or more a year, always make the most money because they have invested money and are therefore more eager to make a profit. Sadly, those who only use free advice fail to consider the cost of their inaction and condemn themselves to a life of perpetual financial mediocrity. According to my personal experience, the only thing that separates those who succeed in life from those who fail is that those who succeed take the initial steps that others skip. And that's it for this video. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you next time.